What is going on, everybody? You can call me Kennerz, and welcome to another episode of Newbies, series where I talk about new music that's coming out. For today's episode, my little 2000s heart is so happy. Because we got the collab I didn't know I needed. And that, everybody, is Cascada and Steve Aoki. And the reason why my little 2000s heart is so happy is because their collab is a new mix of Cascada's early 2000s hit single, I should probably say, and that is Everytime We Touch. You guys, I remember growing up in the early 2000s, and I don't know if I'm misremembering it, but I remember it being a pretty decent hit when I was younger, and understandably so. The song is absolutely incredible, and I've heard a few different mixes of it, but the original was always my favorite until probably now, if I'm being honest with you. This mix between the two of them, I'm telling you, I just feel like it made the damn song even better. I love this mix. If you guys haven't listened to the original Every Time We Touch, I will leave it in the description below. Great song. Absolute banger. And it's definitely one of the songs of my childhood. I don't know if I would say she was one of my favorite artists when I was younger, but everything I heard by her I loved. So, like I said, Every Time We Touch, I loved Because Tonight, Pyromania, Evacuate the Dance Floor. Like, she's made some really good music. Great artist. Obviously, she's been successful for a reason, so obviously she's not bad. Every Time We Touch. So, the remix was released on September 12th. And y'all, whatever I was listening to at that point, truly, I had never dropped everything I was listening to so fast. Let me pull up my notes here. To those of you who don't know, Cascada is actually a whole group, and the lead singer, her name is Natalie Horler, and she just has such a beautiful voice. I love her voice. I don't know where I was going with that, she's got a great voice. I love her. But what I really liked about this collab with Every Time We Touch, I feel like it does stay very true to the original, but it's also modernized it in some ways. So rather than the techno beats of the first one, this one starts off with a piano, and that kind of plays periodically throughout the song, which I think gives it, I'd say, like some sort of mystique or fairy tale kind of sound, which I really liked. Like, I've noticed the main beat of it, of course now I'm trying to remember it. How did it go? Do 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 do. That whole thing keeps that going throughout the song, as it should. That was the main beat of Every Time We Touch. So they kept that whole thing going. And just overall, it was really interesting because I thought it still held the energy that it had in the early 2000s. But they managed to bring it into 2025 and still give it some sort of flair. Now, one thing I did notice with this one, overall I think this one actually goes harder than the original did. Because I noticed that in terms of weight, the original, it stayed relatively consistent throughout the whole song. Of course, there was the drop during the bridge, but for the most part, the song in terms of weight stayed pretty consistent. And I noticed the weight between the verses and the chorus here were quite a bit different. Like, I feel like the verses are much softer and the beat just drops when the chorus hits. And it's a really cool track. So if you were a fan of the original Every Time We Touch, I think you'll like this one. Will you like it better? I have no idea. Obviously, that's up to you to decide. Obviously, the original's gonna hold a very special place in my heart. I loved listening to that song when I was younger, and I still love listening to it now. I mean, the song's, I think it's about 20 years old. Hold up. I think I was like 8 or 9 when I first heard it. Because I remember also my sister, she had I know the first song I ever heard by Cascada was How Do You Do, which is off the same record as Everytime We Touch. And then I think from there I listened to Everytime We Touch and came across more Cascada songs from there. Let's see. I'm good. I am so good. August 16th, 2005 was when Everytime We Touch was released. I'm sorry, y'all. I just get so happy when I get shit like that right. Because usually with music, and I have plenty of people who can vouch for me on this, usually with music, I've done pretty well. If I don't get the year right, I'm usually within a year or two, which I don't think is too bad. So, yeah, go me! So yeah, I didn't hear the song. It wouldn't have been until like 2007 when I think I heard it. 2006 or 2007. So, not gonna lie, I'm feeling pretty proud of that one. The single, I would like to say that is the single itself that was released on August 16th, 2005, and the name, good God, my brain hasn't been functioning properly lately. The full-length album of the same name was released the next year, March 5th, 2006. So, yeah, I was like right on the money with that one. Damn, go me. So yeah, that is Everytime We Touch, the original, comparing it to the new one. I absolutely love the collab between Steve Aoki and Cascada. They did an incredible job on this new version of Everytime We Touch. I love that they managed to keep the overall energy and stay very true to the original, but also giving it such a different sound compared to the original. I just love what they did with that. I was excited about it when I saw Steve Aoki was on this, and truly, like, they just blew this out of the water, in my opinion. I think they did an incredible job, and I'm so happy. Like, y'all, I was bopping to this in my car. I was jamming out, and I was dancing to it while I was driving. I was having the time of my life for a minute while I was listening to this. It was just such a wonderful throwback to my childhood, and it made my heart happy. And I mean, it still does. Just, yeah. If you like the original, please go give this one some love. They did so good. I'm impressed with it. So, of course, I will leave a link to the song down in the description, and I will leave a link to the original down in the description. But overall, I think that's all I have to say without sounding like a broken record, in case I haven't already. So, yeah. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was enjoyable for you. I hope I managed to introduce you to some new beats. And I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Goodbye.